We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready?
Throwing first play is Ritter. That is incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter now. That's into a crowd and intercepted. He's on his way.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap. Fields nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
Better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves from both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense for the Cardinals, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. First down. Here's Ritter. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, look at this Arizona defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll run on 1st down. Gary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
They're usually loud and big. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll keep it on the ground. Gary, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Going quickly out to the right side. Bye-bye, Beasley. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Ready?
On 1st down, Gary. And he stopped immediately there. Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that...
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
No muss, no muss.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. His throw incomplete. The Cardinals are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They'll look to set up his blockers. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Jump, 17.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Rams touchdown.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Ritter. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check smash.
Now a give right side. Gary. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ritter to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Striker, 3-3.
Now a give right side. Gary. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
It's now second and 6.
Fields. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They need 18 yards here on third down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Fields going to move them around. From the gun, they'll try to run it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And it's taken in at the 9. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
Let's go now.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Here's Ritter. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try the left side. Gary. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 43. Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Gary. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on about this earlier in sports on this drive. I think they went back to the well just just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gary. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw, Ritter. Flushed out right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
They made a nice effort to stick him in a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Wide open receiver complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Here we go. Go. Punch right. Right.
On first down, Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Steps away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Double 38. Green Jack. Ready?
On first down, Ritter. On the left side, he finds Beasley. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
Tanner Brown to kick off for the Rams.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off play action, Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, he'll hand this off. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net him 14 yards as they pick up the first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Ridder looking to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ridder. Connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Ridder to throw on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Rolling to his right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. In motion right comes Beasley. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are able to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
He was taken down by Grant Delpit. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
10 cycles.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come.
Come on, set.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready.
Right back to him on 1st down. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Claws red. Ready.
Ridder with it after the play fake. Little pitch and catch to the tight end Knox. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here we go, set.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Ridder now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Drill, 52.
To the air again, it's Ridder. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Here we go, set.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Matter. Go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, ready.
Ritter on 1st and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. This is 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Rams are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gary, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 144 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here.